yesterday. Yeah, today's Sunday. Yesterday at my crochet club, a couple of the main ladies that run the group had gone to an estate sale, and at that estate sale, they um, they literally advertised it as more yarn than Joanne. And the lady said, yes, it was more yarn than Joanne. So they had gone, so the previous Saturday, or maybe it was even Friday, they had gone, bought a bunch of yarn. And then on Sunday, the person selling all the yarn contacted them and said, any yarn that's left over at the end of the day today, come pick it up tomorrow. So last Monday, or this most recent Monday. Hey Taylor, hey Bridget. Yes, I've got crochet thread. It's so exciting, but I'm explaining like the background of it. So so these ladies from my crochet group had gone and picked up even more. They bought 12 on this Saturday. They had bought 12 bags, leaf garbage bags, the big black ones of yarn. And I was like, when they got contacted on Sunday about leftover yarn, I'm like, how is there any leftover yarn? So this person literally had all the yarn. Like, yeah. Anyway, so she went and picked up extra. Oh, this. Yes, I did make this. Yes, it is a Care Bear. Here, I'll pull it down. Oh, my F-bomb. I dropped my F-bomb. Yes, I designed this. Taylor, go look in my videos later. I want to say it was June or July I made this. This is for a friend. The Care Bear itself is not my pattern, but I had to put a bunch of patterns together to make this belly because the pattern I had like 6 different bellies. I also changed the eyes so it'd be the sleeping bear. But yes, love this. Super easy. This Care Bear pattern, the actual body is so easy. And it looks so good. Like the shaping, the way the pattern is, it's awesome. Anyway, back to, that's for a friend that lives in Belfast, Northern Ireland. So her brother lives nearby, so hopefully I can get it over to her without having to ship it, but we'll figure it out. I've had it for almost a year. Like I said, I think it was last June or July. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Bridget. So the ladies from my crochet club had already bought 12 leaf garbage bags full of yarn and like basically had filled their cars. And then the lady said, hey, any leftover yarn you can just have, because they do a lot of charity work. Most of the ladies in my crochet group do a lot of crochet and knit for hi Brantley. Anyway, so I was just talking about my Care Bear because it was, let me put him back up here. Oh, he fits, but anyway, so they go back the Monday and there was leftover yarn, and she sent a picture to everybody in the crochet group. Hey, is there any yarn you need? Just tell me what you're looking for. And I saw a whole bin of crochet thread. Well, I really want to try micro. And also for my Decade Divas, I kind of needed a much thinner thread or much thinner yarn than I use. But I want you all to see all of this. I mean, it was not just your basic crochet thread. It was beautiful crochet thread. We'll just start with one that's not labeled. Look at this. Beautiful. That's my Sunlight. It's pretty true to color. It's a little more green. It's showing a little more blue on the camera, at least from my side. Sorry. Anyway, so that is thread. I have no idea how many yards. I don't know anything about this thread. I just know it's a beautiful, it's, like I said, it's showing more blue on the screen, but it's more of a green. But it's not an emerald green. It's not a teal green. I'm not sure. It looks teal on the screen. Anyway, that's my first thread. Hi, Linda. Yes, so I'm just, oh, hi, Michael. Yeah, yes, I just got this huge amount of crochet thread, so I'm going to give micro a shot. That's what I was talking about. And what's fascinating, I'll show this. This is not thread. What do y'all think that yarn weight is? You think that's a 2? I kind of think it's a 2, but I'm not sure because that's not on this label, but I want you to see this label because this is, oh, did Nightbot say hi to you, Linda? But it's cotton, but I'm pretty sure this is pretty vintagey. And I wanted to show you this part. Where is it? Because it's really helpful. Right here. Right here, it tells you where to pull the yarn from. This was kind of tucked under the label, but it shows you, hey, pull from the center, and it shows you which end it's on. So I thought that was really cool. It has dye lots. This colorway is moss green. I'm pretty confident you would not be able to find this. It's kind of fascinating. It says 3 3/4 millimeter knitting needles and 3.5 millimeter crochet hook. You can machine wash because, again, it's cotton. It says you can even iron, you can dry clean, you can dry, but don't bleach. Again, why would you bleach your yarn? Why? Okay. I mean, if you've got white yarn, you might want the ability to bleach it, but hi Camille. Okay. So it's got dye lots. It says make sure you purchase enough for your whole project. I'll show you how many of these I got. I got several of this one. Again, this is called moss green. It's really nice. And it's South made. It's made in Brazil. It's 2.5 ounces. No yardage listed, so I would have fun trying to figure that out. Once I get my better scale, I'll do that. So that's 70 grams for everyone else. It's called Cotton 8 Knit and Crochet Yarn. Made in Brazil. And then packaged by Coates and Clark, Greenville, South Carolina. Has anybody ever heard of Coates and Clark as a company? I'm just wondering if that's like a premier type company or something here in the U.S. I don't know, from a long time ago. It does have the barcode, so it's not super old. It's just definitely not new. So let's see how many of these I have. I've got this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's all of them. Yes, that's all of those. That's all of this moss green color, but 6 of these, I mean, I could make a top out of that, I think. Just maybe with kind of a lacy stitch. So let me grab the other color I have in that. It's the same. Didn't know they did yarn. Oh, it's sewing. Oh. The makers of RH. Red Heart. Really? This is so soft though, guys. That's fascinating. This is so soft. I really like it. Yeah. All right. So in the same type of yarn. Oops. I found another one. That's 7, right? Yeah, 7. In that same yarn, try to get all of them this time. There were 4 of this color. That's showing, It's slightly closer to periwinkle in person. It looks very blue on screen. Let's see what the colorway. Yeah, it's labeled periwinkle. There we go. So again, 3.5 millimeter hook. So I mean, with the blue and the green, I 4 blues and 7 greens. I 100% could make a top out of that. And then I also, my dog is losing his mind because a FedEx truck just drove down the street. They don't need to come to our house. No, it just needs to drive in the neighborhood. Sorry about the dog. Anyway, so I have 3 whites in that same kind of yarn. So far, lots of this cotton yarn. I tried to kind of stick to the cottons that they had. The ladies that went and picked all this yarn up from that estate sale, they don't use the thinner yarns at all. So that was the first one I had. That looks like a lot. I really don't know. Those of you that know crochet thread probably know if that's, I assume that's a lot of yardage. Anyway, okay, so here's the one that has the most yardage. This one's kind of wild. Yes, this color's, Camille, I'm just warning you. Most of this box you're going to wish, you're going to ask me for. Not all of it, though. This color is also lovely. It's, yeah, that's showing pretty true to color. It's an aqua color, and look at this. Yeah, so, I mean, this is, I don't know. I haven't fully decided. I mean, I have a couple projects I know I want to make with the thread, but I was like, I just had to have this color. I don't really need this much, but I had to have that color. It's so pretty. Yeah, Linda. Oh, Linda and Chuck would love this. This one. Yeah. You have a lot. Yes. 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 And yeah, this Linda also likes these colors. Yes. I like the greens. It's not all green in here, I promise. Here's another green though. This one's more of a sage green. This one, there's not quite as much left on the what do you call this? A cake ball? What do you call this? But yeah. So this one's a sage green. That's showing pretty true to color. That's the one you want. Okay, Camille, I'll set it aside. Beautiful flowers. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Bridget, I like that. All right, I got 2 of these. These look pretty vintagey. It says it's from Michael's, and it cost $1.33. I don't know when it cost $1.33, but got a tag on there. Knit Crow Sheen, 100% mercerized cotton. Now, I've personally never used a mercerized cotton, so I was curious. I've heard a lot about mercerized cotton. It's relatively soft. It's not as soft as these, but these are also thicker, so I don't know. This colorway is called Crystal Blue, and it's showing pretty true to color on the camera. Let's see details on this. Like I said, oh, this one gives yardage, so 150 yards. What can you make? Yes, Valentine. Hi, Val. I was telling them all about you and how you do all kinds of charity work. This is the lovely lady that contributed or gave this to me. But this color, I will use it. I promise. Hi, Rachel. That's thrifty. This is 150 yards. Let's see what else we can learn. And again, I've never used mercerized cotton. I've always been curious. It's got some kind of treatment to the cotton, right? Is it to make it stronger? I don't remember everything with that. Let's see. This thread is the same weight as Art A.50/A.51. It says it's 100% acrylic knit crow sheen. However, we do not recommend combining cotton and acrylic crochet threads within. Okay, so it's the same weight as the acrylic version, but it's not. And they say don't mix this with acrylic. That's interesting. Did you all know that? I didn't know that. That they don't suggest, well, I mean, they wear differently, very, very different. Made in the USA, Coates and Clark again. This time it says Norwalk, Connecticut. The other one said South Carolina, but they were both Coates and Clark. That's really interesting. Oh, yeah, J&P Coates right there. So 150 yards. 2 of these of that crystal blue color. All right. And I wanted to get some variegated. You see that? Isn't that beautiful? This one's from Hobby Lobby at $1.77. But again, it's these sticker types. So this is not, oh, I love the name of it. Grandma's Best. Grandma's Best, 100% mercerized cotton crochet thread. This is called Baby Brights. 300 yards, size 10. Okay. Now I know, Linda Snyder, did I miss when you were doing with the, oh, the crochet? This, I am probably going to make a top with this. That's kind of the plan with that. With these, some of this is for my Decade Divas, the thread cotton. So some of it is for my Decade Divas. I just want to try micro. I'm not sure everything I'm going to do yet, but my Decade Divas is kind of, if I can manage to do it, because I'm doing something I've never seen somebody do. So I'm kind of hoping I can pull it off. And I needed the thread to do the small things for the thing I want to do. So that's kind of why I wanted a variety. This blue is, not that this is much of a clue, but this blue is literally perfect for some of what I need to do with that Decade Divas project. All right, so this I'm going to do some kind of top with. And then let's stay with these kind of nice colors. This is some more Grandma's Best. Mercerized cotton. Let's see what colorway this is. Iris. Yeah, that's the right color name for that. Very much like the iris flower. This is 300 yards. Was this one 300 yards? Yeah, 300 yards. Size 10. So I will need some guidance from my thread folks out there on what size 10 means. But yeah, Megan, I'm not saying specifically what I'm doing, but I do have a purpose. I did want it for a specific reason. All right, let's do this cute pink one. It's pinks and whites. Focus, focus. All right. This is, again, this looks pretty aged. Yeah, Hobby Lobby sticker tag. But it does have the barcode, so it's not super, super old. Wash warm water and mild detergent. So I assume this is saying hand wash or hand wash. Okay. Rinse and remove promptly. Okay. Approximately 230 yards, 210 meters, 100% mercerized cotton. This is called America's Best Pearl Cotton. Have any of you ever seen this or used this? See, to me, this one looks a little thicker. Let's see. Its name is Cotton Candy. That's fairly accurate. See, that looks a little, that's definitely, look how much thicker that one is than that one. So, yeah. North Carolina. Ruby Mills Division of Elmore Pisgah? I'm not sure. Inc. From North Carolina. Yeah, so I bet, Megan, I bet your crochet cotton is older than this because, again, it has the barcodes. I don't exactly know when the barcodes were, but I know it wasn't Was it 50 years ago? Oh my gosh. No, no, because that would be the 70s, right? Mid 70s. Yeah, I don't think it was till the 80s that barcodes came out. I'm not sure though. This one's soft. I like this one a lot. I don't know how this one feels. Let's see. Oh, that one feels, that mercerized cotton definitely has a different feel to it. But that's cotton candy colored. I'm sure it's, that one was the, it said hand wash. Here's some more. Oh, let's do this variegated. I don't have the, this is thin again, really thin. But look at this. Isn't this fun? Such pretty colors. And yeah, I'm liking that one a lot. That one will also help me with my Decade Divas. Again, that probably tells you nothing, which is part of the fun of it, right? You guys will all be surprised. And there's quite a bit of it. So just to compare, so this one said it's 150 yards, but look at, so I would bet this is at least that, because these grandmas, yeah, so this might have been a grandma's. Well, no, it's bigger. It's bigger around. So it's probably more than 300 yards, and it is the really thin stuff. But I do have hooks for it, so I got hooks in preparation for trying this micro stuff out. Okay, let me finish with the threads, and then I've got another, a fingering weight, I think is what it's called. There's another Grandma's Best mercerized cotton. Again, Linda, I've disconnected the back. Oh, very nice. Your cardigan is beautiful, Linda. Oh, just an hour. See, I was tutoring. I was tutoring a sixth grader in math earlier, so that I missed everybody's lives. Sorry, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for coming to my life. But I figured I better get a white, right? I should at least get one white. Besides this cotton, which is clearly not the super thin. I have definitely worked with yarn that thick. I mean, that's this cotton that supposedly is a 3. Let's look at that. This was labeled as a 3-weight yarn or a DK. I'm thinking no. And that, it doesn't have a weight listed, but look at how much thicker that is. So I think this is a solid 2-weight, which I've totally worked with that before. So I'm looking forward to that. It gives me something to more I can work with. Do some more really cool dishcloths, maybe with, probably not with that. People don't do dishcloths with thread, right? That'd be crazy, right? Oh yes, thank you, Linda. I'm so glad. Yeah, like I said, had I not been tutoring, I would have been in everybody's lives. But I didn't see them because I was tutoring. And I virtually tutor, so I use my my over-the-hands counter camera, my webcam. That's why that was what initially prompted me to go ahead and take a whiteboard and command strip it to the top of my desk so that this webcam can be on my hands and I can write right on the whiteboard, and then it dry erase it away, and it just works really well. At the bottom of that, I've got to get busy. Oh yeah, that's fine. You get busy. Was hoping I will give you some ideas about thread as soon as I actually get going. What are you tutoring? Math. I was a math teacher for 24 years. I know you're also a teacher, Linda. But I was a high school math teacher, but this is a 6th grader that I'm working with. Yeah, so yeah, she's a 6th grader here, which I don't know what that equates to in Spain. I know the system, the numbering's all totally different. My husband's from the UK, so the grades don't line up with that system either. So yeah, I'm here in Colorado in the United States, but It's more or less the same. Right, I miss you. Maddie! Hello, Maddie. Seriously, girl. Maddie, I know you just started crocheting. Please let me know if you need anything. If you need hooks, if you need needles, if you need little scissors, if you need just whatever notions. If you need a notions bag, because like I have to have these. So these are notions bags. We miss you a lot too. I feel like I'm either babysitting my grandkids or tutoring. I've tutored 3 different people in the last week. One was working on his GED, one was in college, and one is the 6th grader. So I'm tutoring or babysitting. I also babysat 3 times this week. Oh, Maddie, if you need one of these, I will give you one of these. I have like 3 of them. It's a row counter, so I get to the end of a row and I click it. So that is, I love my row counter. Stitch markers, if you need stitch markers, I got stitch markers for you, lady. You let me know. You let me know what you need. Or if you need one of these bags, I have one that's not being used that you could have. It's not a notions bag per se, but it would be used for that. You have stitch markers, okay. Yeah, let me know. Yeah, okay. I'll make sure next time I see you, Maddie, that I get you a notions bag. I have exactly the one I want to give you. It's from Whole Foods, I think. So it's something about Earth Day on it, I think. Anyway, so okay. Oh, and if you can, these are the best, like little yarn snips. This style, I really prefer it to the scissors. I forget to pull it out all the time because this is my only pair like this that somebody gave to me. But, you know, yes. Right, Linda? Those are the best ones, right? I have ordered some, but I don't have them yet. So that's my only one like that right now. But, yes, they are the best. All right. Back to thread. Oh, this color will also be very useful in my Decade Divas. You don't have a row counter. You need a row counter. Okay. Okay. I got you, girl. All right. So this one's almond pink, and that's a very good description of that. It's, we might call it Dusty Rose now, but I really like this. So this is 150 yards. It would pair nicely with that one. I mean, it kind of goes nice with that one. Definitely goes good with that one. Anyway, so more pinks, because again, I have a specific project in mind. Let's get through the threads. Here's the Grandma's Best. As you can see, there's a lot of them. I'll show you this here in a minute, how many there are. Okay, this is a new weight. I just noticed this. The label says this, Grandma's Best, is bedspread weight. Oh my Lord, how much of this would you need to do a bedspread? I'm like, what the what? Oh yes, I agree with you, Maddie. That is not the right kind of scissors for you. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Oh, Linda, yes. Look at this, Linda. Look at this. You'll have to see all of it. This is the other Linda. So Linda, I'm going to take a shot at your last name, but it's probably not going to be right. Succeed? 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 I'm not sure. Anyway, Linda Snyder, she does all kinds of amazing things with thread. But I will show you the whole stash here. Linda Snyder, since you caught me live. Not quite. Not quite. Okay. Was I not even close? That's okay. Yeah, it's all right. Sorry. Yes, I know. When you... I'm just going to... Like, look at this. Camille already claimed one. Oh, it was sort of close. Okay. I'm going to have to listen to how you say your name, Linda. Linda, that's from Norway, that lives in Spain. Oh, this one also. So this is the one Camille claimed. This is very sage colored. This one, I really like this one. It's kind of mint and white. And yeah, not a ton of it left, but plenty to do what I need to. But back to this bedspread weight. What? Yes, please. Okay, please say it so I can hear it, and once I hear it, I'll know. Because I am pretty good at names with being a teacher, you know, because you're a teacher. You learn how to say different names. Size 10. Size 10 is what bedspread weight is. Okay. It's some of them said size 10. Oh, it says size 10, but to call it bedspread weight? What? I mean, I have a lot of thread here. That is not enough to make a bedspread in my brain. I'm like, what? I'm still confused by it. I like, this wouldn't make a bedspread. This wouldn't even make a top, I don't think. I suppose. No, Linda Snyder, you have actually made a top out of thread, right? Am I remembering that right? Hi, Becky. I didn't say hi to you. Sorry about that. Back in the day, they used to make, yeah, out of thread. That's mind-boggling to me. Mind-boggling. One more thread. And then I do have something else in here. I'll show you. More grandma's crochet. And then red. I needed some red. Multiple squares. Oh, okay. Okay, Rachel. Thrifty. So it's bedspread because it's like making little micro squares and attaching them. Okay. This Lori won't be doing that. Oh, you have one that your grandma made. See, now that's really cool. That's really cool. My grandma made, I'm pretty sure she made most everything I have out of Red Heart Super Saver or something very similar. Because everything she crocheted me she made in the 70s when I was little, and then in the 80s and early 90s. When did she pass? She passed in the beginning of 99, I believe. No, 98. Anyway, maybe it was 99. Either way, she's been gone for a while. She would be amazed because she is who I learned my crochet from, but no, she doesn't have anything like that. Hi, Michelle. I'm showing the thread. Have you used thread? I don't know if you've used thread. I don't recall. But look at all this beautiful. I'll show all the threads. Okay, let's see if I can get creative here. Let's play some Jenga. I'll just do the different colors. This will certainly be a thread avalanche at some point. Here's this beautiful variegated. That's kind of yellows, and that one I know for sure I can use for my Decade Divas. This one I'm pretty sure I can use for my Decade Divas. Let's see what I can do here. That might be as many as I can get. And then we have this one. That's like so much yardage I can't even. Yarn avalanche as I predicted. All right. And then this beautiful green. And then this green, but Camille said she wants that one. So I will send that one to her. All right. So my eyes. Yeah. So I haven't tried. I have osteoarthritis in my knees, but my hands seem to be okay. Where did you get that blue cone from? Okay, so back to the beginning. There's only a couple people were here in the very beginning. a lady in my crochet, actually two ladies in my crochet group. One visited the chat briefly. She was just excited I'm going to actually use it. Yeah, I am going to use it. So they went to an estate sale where the advertisement was, we have more yarn than Joanne, as in the store that is going out of business. The two ladies that went said, yeah, there was a lot more than yarn than Joanne. They bought 12 garden leaf black trash bags full of yarn on that either Friday or Saturday, the first day of that sale. Oh, Chef Lori, hi. So yes, thread. I've lost my mind, right? No, I'm going to use it. Anyway, back to the story about where did this all come from. R.I.P. Joanne, that's exactly right. So this cone was amongst all of this. The ladies bought a bunch of this yarn, and then whoever was in charge of the estate sale contacted them on the Sunday and said, whatever yarn is not sold after today, you guys can come pick up on Monday. So they went and picked up anything that was left over. I'm still confused how after 12 leaf bags, I can't hear you. I'm donating. Oh, good for you. Donating plasma is a good thing. Okay. So you just need to see text. So everybody say hi to Armchair Chef Lori, or Chef Lori as we call her for short, when we're often on screen together too. But she's donating plasma, so I get it. Unless you have the earbuds, can't hear. Anyway, so these ladies there are 12 leaf bags of yarn plus a bunch of leftovers. So they sent pictures to the crochet group and said, does anybody want anything? The ladies in my crochet group, for the most part, do charity work. They crochet for charity purposes. Pretty much all of them. Not every single one, but these two ladies in particular, a lot of charity crochet. And yes, Linda, it is a score because I was the only one interested in the crochet thread. And I only took, I don't even know if I took half. I don't even think I took half of what they had. No, I know I didn't take half of what they had because they had one box that was just all whites, and I only took one white. But then I took any of these lighter weight yarns. I'm very, very happy with this. This is very garment worthy cotton. I have 3 of the whites, 4 of the blues, and either 7 or 8 of the greens. So I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to make my top with right there for April, for Camille's challenge. But anyway, I was the only one that said I wanted thread because it's part of my Decade Divas. I kind of needed thread. I probably didn't need this much, but I also really want to try micro. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do with the micro yet, other than the thing I want to do that's pretty much a secret still on my Decade Divas, especially if I can't manage to do it. That's part of why it's a secret too. I'm not even like remotely mentioning what it is, but some of these colors this is literally perfect. I needed this and I needed this. I'm thinking, I'm not sure what I'll do with the red, but I was thinking micro something, maybe a little micro dragon or something. We'll see. We'll see what I can manage to do. I have the hooks. I now have the thread. Let me show you the thread here. I'll put Camille's back over here. Take it out of this for a second. So there's all the thread. Goldie's on my table because somebody claimed that that hat that I made. Let's see where I even set the hat. Anyway, So that's, again, that's not thread, but that one's, it's a thin cotton. And I have one more item in here. Yeah, it's a serious score. Nice. Yeah, they are so nice. They're generous. I don't know if any of this, was it the same one, Linda? Rachel, I don't know if any of this was from the free part or from, they're just super generous. They are just super generous, wonderful people. They will teach anyone. They will, hey, I have extra yarn. This is yarn I'm not going to use. Go ahead. I don't know if this is paid for yarn or if this was free yarn, but it was free to me. And the whole deal was make sure you use it. And I will use it. And, it's possible it might yarn fairy out to some people. I mean, Camille already claimed this one. So, yeah, it's good times. Here's the last bit. And this says DK weight, which is, it's about the same thickness. There's 4 of these. I just thought they were Bernat Handicrafter cotton. Obviously not a newish label. I wonder if inside there's the pattern for that. What do you think? Yeah, isn't this nice? This coral. That's why I'm like, I'm taking that. It says it's a DK weight. 4mm needles, 3.5mm hook, 160 yards. It doesn't give me the meters on that. I think 160 yards is like 140 something meters. I think that's good. So let me double check. Did they really call that DK? Where did I see DK? Maybe I'm seeing things. It's totally possible. Making stuff up. Too much math already today that I did. Yeah, it is labeled coral. Did I just make up DK? Maybe. That's really funny. Why did I think it's, oh, okay, I didn't make it up. Oh, they're different? Wait. Look at that. This one says quick crochet. This one says sports DK. Wait, I thought sport weight was thinner than DK weight. Am I wrong? I don't know. But that definitely shows, like, this is thinner than this. So, yeah. But are these the same? Because this says quick crochet, coral, 160 yards. This one's at least partially used. 50 grams. 100% cotton. That's so weird. And even over here, it says quick crochet, and over on this one, and then I'm going to spell it out. It's French, I think. TRICOT and L, accented EGER. So they both say that French term that I just spelled out. But one says sport/DK weight. The other one says quick crochet. That is fascinating to me. That one's the sports DK. Oh, thanks, Create and Relate. Thank you for stopping in. Oh, thank you for the hearts. 2DK is a 3. That's what I thought, Becky. So it's weird to me. Like, to me, this definitely looks, this looks more like a 2 weight, a sport weight. Whereas this one is now starting to look like a 3 weight to me. Put it on my finger here. What do you think? Well, yeah, it's definitely thinner. The coral is definitely thinner. No, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. If you are not subscribed to Linda Snyder or Linda SK, however the rest of her name is pronounced, I will learn it. Make sure you go ahead and what hook on the 2 weights? Is this one labeled 2? No, this one has no weight label. This one says 3.5 millimeter hook. This one, the quick crochet says 3.5 millimeter hook. And the Sports DK says 4 millimeter hook. Aren't they the same yarn? Right? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Oh, yes. What did I ask? What did I say about Linda? Oh, I said to subscribe. So, Linda, oh, it's S-A. If you could go ahead and drop your channel for folks that you don't know you, just look at what Camille did there, Hooker 247. I might be changing that. It might be Hooks 247 here soon. Right, maybe different packaging because those are not different. But one says 3.5 millimeter hook and one says 4 millimeter hook. For those of you, I think it's Megan, it says USG. A G hook is the 4 millimeter. And let's see what the 3.5. Where's the 3.5? There it is. It says it's a US 4. So this is a US 4 hook. Even though I'm pretty convinced they're exactly the same yarn. They even look like they're the same darn dye lot. Or really dang close, right? Okay. Hi. Oh, yes. Great. Do you go by Kitty Lane, Create and Relate? Is that how I should address you? Or Kitty or Lane? I don't know which is what you go by. Just let me know. I do. Let me do it. Okay. Yes. Yes. Just in case. For those of you who don't know Linda, the last name I can't quite pronounce yet. She's originally from Norway. She currently lives in Spain, and she does beautiful knit work. Kitty is fine. Perfect. Okay. Thank you. That's much easier than saying the rest of your channel name. So wonderful. Thank you for stopping in, Katie. But yeah, if you haven't, did yours not drop? Kitty, it doesn't look like yours dropped either. So sometimes Nightbot makes you chat a little and then try again. So if you want to try again, you can. But I did also put in my posts, I put a link to Linda, Linda S. Linda Snyder is different than the Linda S I'm referring to. So, but both of them, please subscribe to both of them. But I need to do a new one to Linda Snyder as well, but no space. Oh, is that what they were doing? Thank you, Linda, for letting me know. Okay. You crochet more than you knit. Oh, okay. Linda Spain. Yes, let's call you that. Linda Spain. That'll work. But she speaks English, even though she's from Norway. Sometimes you can hear her speak a little bit of Norwegian. When she counts, she likes to count in Norwegian. I assume that's the name of your language, your first language. Yes, Linda Spain. That makes it easier. So we got Linda Spain and Linda Snyder. Linda Spain does lots of lives. What were the days again, Linda? Thursday. I don't remember now. I feel like Thursday's one of them. See what you will create. Thank you, Val. I'm super excited about this stuff right here. For sure is getting. I'm going to make a top. I'm going to make a top in April because it's cotton, and Wasn't sure I had enough of the material I was thinking of using, the cotton I was going to use. Although I might mix it with this. But this is not 100% cotton, so I don't know. This is pretty too, but this I did not. This I've had. So all my little stuff on my wall. But yes, I will make sure I put pictures of everything for the group. Val, of all this, because all this crochet thread is awesome. And luckily I have, where are my tiny hooks? No, those are my clamps. I have everything pretty organized, but yeah, they're in here. Look at these tiny hooks. So I was prepared because my goal was to try micro, but yeah, like that. That's not even that small. That's a 2.3. Where's my tiny ones? There's a tiny, tiny one. Look at that. Is it going to focus here? I need to put my hand behind it, I think. You see how small that is? It said it is micro live. Yes, we do. This is 0.8 millimeters. Oh, the Care Bear. Yes, I made the Care Bear. If you look in my videos, it'll show you the patterns I used. The bear itself is actually pretty easy. The pattern's fantastic, and it is free. I want to say it was last June, so June or July of 2024. Just look for the Care Bear. And oh, hi, Reza. But yeah, so I changed the eyes from the pattern. Everything else about that the body is the same, because she didn't have a sleeping bear one. She had the pattern includes, I think, 5 or 6 bellies, but not this particular belly. So I put together several patterns. But yes, this guy, this is for a friend of mine that lives in Belfast. Her brother, that's where she grew up. That's where my husband grew up. But her brother, oddly enough, crazy, lives about 3 blocks away from us. So whenever they go over there, whenever her brother goes over to Belfast, that's where he's from, obviously, his brother, I can drop this off with him and he'll take it over as opposed to me sending it in a post. Because I stuffed it in a way it's kind of on the heavy end of the spectrum. But yeah, that's one of my favorite makes. It's cute. I'll have to make a new one to replace it once I actually send it off to her, right? I don't know which bear should I make. Oh, Nightbot. Oh yeah, sorry about that. Nightbot says hi to you anytime you say hi. I'm working on fixing that. I apologize. I just need to spend some time. I've been doing so many things. I'm spending some time. Oh, hi. All things and Tammy. The bear is, yeah, so like I said, when I actually send that to her, I'm gonna have to make another bear. What Care Bear should I make? Should I make another one of him, or should I make a different one? Anyway, like I said, oh, sorry, that's my cat's automated food dispenser, and they came running in. I don't know if you heard them, but yeah, you can probably hear them eating. I apologize. My silly kitties. But yes, they have to have an automated feeder because they cannot be trusted. They would eat all the food. Oh, hey, Chuck, Chicken Cacciatore sounds amazing, but I don't know. Did you see some of this yarn, this thread? Look at this. You use thread too, right, Chuck? What crafts do you do? Oh my gosh, I forgot the name. I'm usually better at remembering new names. Tammy, what kind of crafts are you a crocheter? I want the blue cone. I know. Well, once I'm done using what I need, you know, if I get to 1,000 subscribers, I don't imagine that will be anytime soon. I will send off whatever your crocheter to. It is. It's a lovely blue. It's showing slightly more blue. It's a little more to the green side of aqua. It's on my camera. It's showing just a little bit more blue than it actually is. It's not, I wouldn't call it a mint green. It's more like a greeny aqua on the green side of aqua. Because that one to me is more of a mint. You can kind of see, maybe that helps, having the two next to each other. It still looks more blue than it. Yeah, see, that helps a little, but anyway. Yeah, there's so much beautiful. This is a crochet thread, so this is definitely not sugar and cream. This is so thin. Where's the end? Where's the end? Let's find you end. It's tucked in there good. Let's see. Camille is live on my channel tonight, Harold. That's at the bottom, but do you see how thin that is? I have sugar and cream cones too. I'll show those to you. I'll aim those over. Right. I got a lot of greens. So, kind of the full family in a way there in the threads. Is there another one? No, that's all cotton. So, like I said, that's getting turned into a garment for sure. Yes. So, yeah, right. Right. And then I got all the pinks and I got variegateds and then cottons. Wait, that's not the one that, this is the one Camille wants. So, with the threads, I'm doing something called Decade Divas. That's through the Spoony Stitcher and Critters Crochet, Shannon and Teresa. Where the theme is the 70s. And can you do WPI with the cone thread, please? What's a WPI? Oh, I don't. That's fine, Tammy. I literally don't even notice. I knew you were talking to me. Chuck, what's a WPI? What do you want? What do you want me to make with the cone? WPI. Why can't I figure out what that means? Wraps per inch. Oh, wraps per inch. To figure out what size it is, I need to find the correct end because this is the inside. I'm not going to pull that. Oh, I found it. Okay, so what do I need to do? I got a ruler here. Or is it a special ruler? Or is this ruler good? Let me know. If I can just use this ruler, I'll do it. Oh, tag on the inside. Tag on the inside. Oh, thank you. This was Light Turquoise is the name. Pearl, P-E-R-L-E, cotton. 1 pound cone. Robison Anton Textile Co. R4. I don't. There's something that says, oh no, that's RA. There's a little tag. It says, I can't tell if it says 15 or 45. And then there's an 02-43 on the inside. This is what I'm looking at. Oh. Does that help any of you? Oh, there we go. Yep. Try to get it focused. Does that help? Any ruler work, just wrap it around. You want to then count how many threads. Okay. No space between. Okay. I'm going to give it a shot. Count the number of rotations. Yes, yes. For knitting machines. Oh, I bet that's exactly what it is. Okay. I'm working on this for you. Just got to make sure to not overlap, right? And not wrap like crazy tight, right? What's it like a 0 weight? How many wraps per inch? I'm almost there. Really trying to get them not overlapping. Okay. Nope. Okay. So I was just making sure it wasn't like some special ruler. But yes, I have to use this ruler to mark off my corner to corner. I don't even see. There it is. This is my big work right now. For those of you who are seeing me for the first time, I'm making this corner to corner, designed by myself. Cotton on a knitting machine, or can you? Well, I don't know if this is cotton. Did it say it was cotton? Oh, yep, it sure did. It said it was cotton. Okay, I'm going to show you what I got so far. Not quite to the full inch yet. I'm making sure they're not overlapped. I'm trying to get to the 0. Okay, this is give or take. Let me show you. That's the inch. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oops, lost track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 27, 28, 29, 30. It was 30, 31? Yeah, okay. Machine embroidery, okay. Lace weight is 0, 30. Okay, so this would be lace weight. Okay, so yeah, based on, I counted it was 30 or 31, but again, it could have even been more because I might not have pushed it in, but that's 10 or 20 number thread. So I do have one that's labeled 10. Is this the one that's labeled? These are labeled 10. And it looks pretty similar, right? These are Grandma's Best. I have some of this brand. The Grandma's Best are these. They're labeled as 10. And I don't remember how what does the 10 mean? Like, that's a Grandma's Best as well. That one feels different though. It feels squishier. That's weird. It's all mercerized cotton, which I've never ever used mercerized cotton either. Oh, this one's pretty. That one's, I think it was Orchid. No, Iris. It would, so this would make a lightweight you could make a lightweight cardigan with this. Oh my gosh. And what size hook would you use with this? Because I don't know how to knit, so what size hook would you use with this? The higher the number, the thinner the thread. That's what I thought. Okay. So like a 20 is even thinner. Okay, got it. But what size hook? Because this one, unlike like these that have their bands. Where's my scale? Because it says it's a pound. Obviously the cone itself, this cone is pretty hefty. This cone weighs a lot. This feels like it weighs a lot more than a pound. So even though I'm not entirely sure that any of it has been used. This might be the full pound. But had any of you ever seen that brand name before? I mean, how old is that? I've never heard of that brand. A 3/4 hook. How many millimeters is that? Yes, you've seen this brand. Okay. Hi, Carla. So yeah, thread. I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm making something very unique, I believe, for the Decade Divas. You can see in my post, I've got a link there. 3 or 4 millimeter. Okay, that seems big. Oh, but you're saying for a cardigan, you could use a 3 or 4 millimeter? Okay, see, that seems big because I was assuming I was going to need to use one of these little tinies. Like, I thought I would need to use something like that, the 0.8. Sorry, it doesn't like to fully focus. Can you see that? But that's 0.8 millimeters. I don't know. These are compared to, oh, I can check that. Let's check that, Heather. I've got some embroidery floss right behind me. Back where I grabbed these. Sorry for the crinkles. I apologize for the crinkles. Let's just pull this one out. This is a beautiful color. Let's compare. Okay. There's that. It's definitely thinner. This blue is thinner. Where did I put that end? There you are. All right. So definitely thinner than embroidery floss, but not by a whole ton. Wanted to be closer. Could really see. So that one's the embroidery floss, and that's the cone. It's pretty close. But in person, I feel like, maybe it's not a lot thinner. It's just a tad thinner. Just a tad thinner than that embroidery floss versus what was on the cone. Okay, see you in a couple of hours, Camille. Camille, we're going live a little earlier than normal, so it would be 8 p.m. Eastern. You can work it out from there. 6 p.m. my time, 7 p.m. It is real close, right? It's really close. I wish it would focus a little better. Let's see if it'll do. Nope. Yeah, it is very close to the same. If you use a small hook, it will make it scratchy and stiff. Thank you, Becky. So don't go too small on the hook, even though the yarn or the thread is very thin. Okay. Okay, that's all very helpful. 2 millimeter. Okay, with the earrings. Okay. Okay, that's very helpful. Thank you, Heather. You all have been super helpful. Earrings is something I would like to try to do. I don't wear earrings, but I have a lot of people in my life that do, and so that would be really fun to make earrings. Becky, how do you know? I bet I know how you know. Using two. That must have been a fun. Did you rip it out? Is the real question, right? Did you rip it out because it was too stiff, scratchy and stiff? Yeah. Now this stuff I'm fine using. Well, I mean, it says right on it 3.5 millimeter, but again, this is like way thicker. A huge difference there. So I'm not at all worried about making a making a top out of that. Yes, Michelle, I agree. One yes and one no. You didn't frog it. Yes, you made something and it was too stiff, but no, you didn't frog it, if I'm interpreting that right. Um, or you frogged one, but you didn't frog another one. I don't know. Go to size number 10 thread is number 7 or 1.5 to 1.75. Yes, all the little ones I have are metal. Okay. Oh, go get your groceries. Go get them. Chuck, yum. Because she's making chicken cacciatore, which sounds amazing. Okay, so it was, you frogged one. For those of you that might not know that terminology, apparently that was new to some folks. I don't know if I've mentioned this. Several of the ladies in the crochet group that I ended up, a friend of a friend, well, I'm friends with both of them, but I was closer friends with one who's really close friends with another who was in the crochet group. She doesn't fall in this category, but many of the ladies in the crochet group are originally from Germany. And even though they've been crocheting all this time, they didn't know that frogging or frog it or I frogged it meant you pulled it out. That was a new term. But that makes sense, right? Because English is the second language. So what do you call those? Like slang. I guess that's crochet slang, right? Maybe we should make our own crochet sling cards, right? But frogging, yeah, you frogged one, but not the other. Yeah. I'm super excited about that. But that other than this will probably get used here in April. I have a lot more design to do before I can do this. What I want to with this. But you're saying I could make a cardigan out of this. That intrigues me. I'm not going to make a million granny squares, though. That's just so you know, that's not my project. I don't tie it. There are charts on Pinterest with crochet. Oh, see? That's helpful, Linda. This is Linda Snyder, not Linda Spain. Linda Snyder saying that Pinterest has a whole post of crochet slang. Pinterest is really good for having like charts that show, okay, you need this much yardage in this weight yarn, this weight yarn, this weight yarn, this weight yarn, etc. all the way up. It's do a lacy stitch. Okay. I love that idea. I just did a hugely lacy stitch with, you know what? I'm going to grab it. I'll be right back. It's right over there. So you can see what I mean. This yarn is the other end of the spectrum. Oh, my little backrest thing. All right. This is blanket yarn cardigan. And you can see it's a very lacy stitch. It might be very fascinating for me to make a really lacy stitch with this weight yarn instead of this weight yarn, even with the same stitch. Might be really interesting. This is about, what was it, 500 and give or take 550 yards of this really thick yarn. This does come down past my hips, I would say. I still have to fix one of the sleeves. This sleeve is the correct sleeve. This sleeve is, somehow I got this real blousey section, so I gotta fix it. But anyway, I'm intrigued now. That would be a really fascinating project. I did it in blanket yarn. What would it look like in this yarn? I might have to do that. What size hook would you recommend? You guys are saying 3 or 4 millimeter? Is that what you're, Becky and Tammy and whoever else was mentioning this to me? Heather, 3 or 4 millimeter? Sorry, that's doubled up. And the lacy stitch, you could do a cardigan. And you do that all the time? Oh, hi, Trish. How are you doing? How's the weather in New Zealand? Type weather New Zealand. I want to see. Because is it, is it fall for you all now? Because it just turned spring here. What is it that you do all the time, Linda Snyder? Linda's Crochet Channel. Much cooler, yeah. Let's see what it says. Oh, I can't type in my chat. I had it on the live here on my computer so I could actually be in there. Nope. It's just weather and conditions are partly cloudy. Oh, 47. Yeah, that, and then the wind. For lacy look, go 3 to 4 millimeter. Okay, I use 3 and 4 millimeter hooks all the time. I really like, where's my furls? Thought I had them all together. Where are you? You know, that one's 5.5. That one's too big, but I have a 4.5 that looks like, sorry about the squeaking. I need to move away from the wall there. This is obviously not the right size, but I have one like this. It's probably buried under the crochet thread here. I just used it on this project for those of you new to my channel. I'm making a corner to corner to look like a map. I am actually, I'm one row from, I'm down here at the bottom. I haven't marked it off yet. This is another thing I was using my roller for. I am almost to that corner. I'll need to be coming up and do that corner. So, yeah, when I'm not sure it makes swatches. Okay, okay. And see how it's like how it like drapes and stuff. Okay, that's a good plan, Chuck. Use the different hooks, use different swatches, and make different swatches. I'll be lurking. Yeah, that's fine. I'm probably pretty close to finished, but this is a wild. It's my thread, my journey into thread. So my first thread I've ever had. Chuck, you've used thread a lot before, right? In comparable sizes to see which glides. Oh, yes. That's an issue too with cotton, right? Because like, I know like with acrylic, you have to be really careful with a plastic hook because you get like lots of squeaks. I have, again, I tend to have a lot of big hooks, but like these are going to feel totally different. I think they're both 10. No, this one's 11 and a half. This one's 10 millimeter. How is that? How is that so much smaller? Like this one says 10 millimeters. This one says 11 and a half. I think this one looks bigger. Wow, it's all about the throat, right? Right here. Anyway, I have lots of hooks to choose from, so thank you. It's all super helpful advice. This is my preferred 9 millimeter because I like the sharp, the inline. Yeah, so you like, so Chuck, did you see all the different colors, or do I need to do a thread parade again? This is the one Camille claimed. It's sage. This is mint and white. This is the labeled, what was it, light turquoise? Let me check. What was this labeled? Light turquoise. Light turquoise. But, oh, yeah, I was saying, my crochet group, they're all the most lovely people. I really like this one. This one's going to be very useful for my Decade Divas 70s project. Again, that's not going to give you any kind of clue what I'm doing. I'm doing something I've never seen anybody do, so we're going to give it a shot. I did not see them all. Okay, so I need to go slower. Isn't this beautiful, variegated? Isn't it lovely? This one does not have a ball band, so I don't know anything about it other than it's beautiful. And then there's this green. It's more green than, again, for whatever reason, my camera's showing it as more blue than it actually is. It's more green than it's showing there. I got this beautiful one. This is bright pink. Try to see. This is some of the Grandma's Best. Have you all used this brand? Right. Is this a brand that y'all have used before? And then this was not thread, but this is gorgeous. Here's some more thread. This one, what was this name? Where are you? Cotton Candy is the name on this one. It's pink and white. There's two of these. These are crystal blue. This brand is J&P Coats. Michelle plays hooky. We'll be right back. I've not used those. Oh, you haven't used the Grandma's? I'm just trying to figure out, like, trying to place. Helps if I put it the right way. I'm just trying to place maybe what era this was common. Yeah, they look really old. The only reason I know they're not crazy super old is because they have barcodes. But they do have, look at this Michael's tag. It's a sticker, and it's not like a discount sticker. It's just, even though they had the barcode. So it was the era when they were still kind of doing both. What era was that? Was that the 80s? I think that was the 80s. So like I said, I have two of those. This one I really like. They call it almond pink. I would call that dusty rose. It's very pretty. Those like 80s. Okay, that's kind of what I was getting. I used Coats, DMC, and Aunt Lydia. But you haven't used, so this is not a brand you've seen. I love this one too. This one that I just grabbed. This is Iris. It's purples and white. That's so pretty. But so you're saying 80s and 90s. Look, 80s. Okay. Okay. This Grandma's Best. But it was just mind-boggling to me because it says bedspread weight. Perfect for crocheting bedspreads, doilies, and tablecloths. Also great for craft sculptures. So if any of you want to do craft sculptures, let's see where this is from. North Carolina is this brand. Caron International. Washington, North Carolina. Washington's the city. North Carolina. Caron International. I didn't notice that before. Interesting. This is mercerized cotton. Have you all used mercerized cotton? Oh, Linda Spain, thank you so much for stopping in. Again, if you haven't, I do have a post in my post for Linda Spain. We're calling her. Please check her out. She's lovely. Before they sold to Your Inspirations. Okay. Interesting. So when did that happen? When did Caron sell to Your Inspirations? 10 thread is bedspread weight. I know, but just that name to me, my brain is like, a bedspread out of this? That's so much. You might as well like, I don't know. That's just like, wow. Oh, okay. So Kitty's really close to where that is, where Washington, North Carolina is. That's cool. Mercerized. I like you like the sheen. That's helpful. That's helpful information. So if I want the shiny sheen, the mercerized is the best. I've never ever used it before, so I'm looking forward to that. This one I don't think is. This one, no, I don't think it is. Oh, I still haven't. I did get some plain white. And actually, I don't know if it's white or if it's off-white. No, it says white. It says it's 400 yards. Mercerized. Can you mix mercerized and non-mercerized? Little Washington. Okay, that's cute. That would take forever to make bedspread. That's what I'm thinking, Heather. I'm like, I would never call it that. That's like wild to me. And then there's some red. I don't know if you saw the red. I did hold up the bright pink. And then I had another variegated somewhere. Where's my other variegated? There was this one, but there was another one. There was another variegated. Oh, there it is. Guess what, guys? I dropped it. Every time. Every time. All right. Is a new artiste. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's cool, Kitty. I love that history. Back in the day, all the women in the family would work on a spread together, but at the same time, but not at the same time. But like one would give a few hours and then someone would take over so that they would be sharing. So you would take one person forever. Yeah, wouldn't be right. I love that. Thank you for that history. Live is complete now that you've dropped it. Exactly. Exactly, Linda. It's a must. But this one I'm the most excited about for my 70s. What's the colorway on this? Baby Brights. And that's accurate because it's yellows and greens and purples and pinks. This is perfect for one particular thing I need to make for this crazy design I have in my head. This is the other color that's perfect, and I have two of these for the thing I want to make. That's all the thread. Then, not that it's, I mean, there's lots of it. I have 4 of these, but one of them is labeled Sports DK, and 3 of them are labeled Sports DK, and then one of them is labeled Quick Crochet and has a different hook size. But they're the same yarn. I'm so confused by this. This cracks me up because I'm like, what? They're the same, right? Like they're I don't even think there's a color difference at all. Let me get them all at the same spot. Yeah, crazy, right? I have to look at the labels to see which one they think is different. And then there's, I'll just hold one of each up. This is the cotton that is not thread that I am going to, I'll make a top out of this. Because I've got 4 of these, I think, 3 of these, or vice versa, and then 7 of these. Wow. Oh, she was a minimalist, so she would just work on it, and it wasn't like a stash like this. She would just work on it, and then when she needed more, she would go get more. Is that what I'm understanding, Chuck? Oh, that is like the thread I made. Which one? Which one, Linda? This one? I can't remember what I held up. Or was it? No, this is not. That's not thread. That can't be what you're talking about. Like this or like this? Hi, Lisa. Anyway, so yeah, I have so many different colors, and then there's this sage too. But I did know, yes, now my live is truly a Lori live because I dropped something. Yep. The number 10. The number 10. So this stuff. Your chicken bookmarks were so cute. She always bought everything for one project. Oh, right. Got it. So she would buy what she needed. She would make the thing. And then she would have no stash. Got it. From my recollection, that's how my grandma was as well. That you're talking about your mom, but I believe that's how my mom didn't do the yarny crafts. I take that back. Sorry, try not to yawn. I take that back. My mom did macrame in the 70s. She did do to hang the pots, the potted plants. To clarify, I am in Colorado, so I do need to clarify I'm talking about potted plants and just regular house plants. Be real specific. Anyway. But she bought everything. Yeah, dye lots. Right. People particularly, I mean, on almost every label, it says, for best color match, please purchase enough thread at one time to complete the project. Almost every single one of these labels, regardless of which brand it was, said something like that, because dye lot, especially when it's natural fibers, it seems to me, still dye lot matters. Although acrylics, sometimes they'll get you if you don't have enough and you have to get a new dye lot and it's just a little bit off. I don't know how many of you have ever done that. Or even go buy a used book, read it, and sell it back. That sounds like my grandma too. She would buy a pattern book and then it didn't stay around long. She would use it and be done with it. I don't know what she did with them though, but I know it's not like she had a collection on a bookshelf or something. Oh my gosh. Oh, my brain just reread that as she would buy a used hook and sell it back. But that'd be kind of silly, right? Used book, which is what I said the first time. My goodness. Even white. Oh, absolutely. You can, black and white, if they are not exactly the same brand, like if I try to get another white, I need it to be this brand, this dye lot. Otherwise, it's not going to be the same. And that goes for like whatever brand white I used here. If I didn't have enough, I would have needed to start over. Because whites, different brand, different yarn. Blacks are even worse. Black yarn, let me be clear what I'm talking about. Black yarn is like, let's say Caron Simply Soft black yarn versus Big Twist Value black yarn versus Hirschner's Value black yarn. I can't remember what their value branding. I mean, but white is equally obnoxious. Black, it's just somehow the black yarn, it shows a little more. But white yarn, yeah. White and white, all whites are not equal. All white yarns are not equal. Oh, what storm do you have going on, Thrifty? It was raining all night last night. Oh, that's so funny. That's so funny. Yeah, I'm the person that fixes things and glues them back together. My husband's too strong and he broke a jar opener, so we're trying to, he tried to super glue it and I said, nah, don't use the super glue, use the shoe goo. I don't know if you all know about how amazing shoe goo is, but man, that sticks together just about anything. Oh, lightning. See? Reds. Yes, reds, kitty. Reds. Like this red. This is a beautiful red, but it's a very specific red. There's no way I could match that again unless I got more of this exact same. Okay, I'll show you. Here's a red. Those reds are not even like remotely the same, right? Let's see if I've got another red. There's red in the center of this. Look at the red. This is a bright red. This is a deep red. And they could all just be labeled red. Oh, it's so annoying. Yeah, there's blues, greens, all of it. But blacks and whites, or black yarn specifically, to me, is like oh, I take that back. Red might be worse. Red might be worse than black yarn. It's just that with black yarn, a lot of times it's labeled just black. Red, they might say cherry red. They might say, but they could just say red and be entirely different shades of red. It's so annoying. Anyway, if I bring some. Yeah, it depends, Chuck. I tend to be I want to fix it first or repurpose it. But my husband used to think all black ones the same. Yeah, right? You have to show him. You show him. Uh, okay, so like, I don't know which black yarn I used for this. I can tell you which ones it isn't based on the softness of it. But again, if I had run out partway through, you gotta just start over with a different black yarn. Cherry Varsity Bright. Yes. Christmas. Yes. Bright red. Yeah. And sometimes it's still just labeled red and you don't know which red you're getting because it could be any of those. Scarlet. It could be, what was this one? This one was this cherry? No. I don't remember. I don't remember what red that was. And then I went through all my different reds to figure out which was the right red to put on the baseball that I crocheted for the stitching, because that's a very specific red. Oh, it's on. Oh, I can't. It's over there. Anyway, yeah, all color. Yeah, even if they just say they're white or they're black or they're red, they could be totally different. Thankfully, some, yes, some are shiny, some are dusty, some have. Yes, I agree. Exactly, Kitty. It's like they could have all the different hues within that black. Some lean almost to where they're gray. Some are super shiny. Some are like dark and like the kind of yarn you don't use for a tutorial because you can't really see it. They're every single, if they're a different maker, you're guaranteed those, and they're just labeled white like this one. Guaranteed that every single one's different. Because to me, that almost looks a little bit off-white, right? It doesn't look like a white to me. I don't think that's white. What I would, this definitely, what's this one labeled? This one's labeled cream. That's accurate. Because that, but don't they look about the same color? And this one's labeled cream. This one's labeled white. I understand they're totally different yarn, but this is thread. But yeah, every manufacturer, it's different. And then every line, let's say you got the Big Twist Giant Ball versus the Big Twist Value. Sorry, invoking the Joanne brand again, but those blacks might be, those whites might be slightly different. White thread from my, but so different makers, you're guaranteed they're not the same. Even same brand, but different, like, variations of how they wound it could be different. Yeah, white is not white, black is not black. Exactly, Linda. Exactly. So you have to look at it and say, okay, I'm really, this black is perfect, right? That's a perfect black. I don't remember what black I used. It was probably part of a partial, a scrap. But yeah, that is my crazy yarn, my thread haul. But yeah, this is it. It's wild. Oh yeah, some shiny, dusty. Yeah. And I don't know, like, I'm not a dyer. I've never tried to dye yarns or anything. I've done tie-dye. That is not the same. I'm wondering how they decide, like, what to put in to make something black, or what do they do to make something white? Do they bleach it? Linda, what song is that? I should have known that. What song is that? Cat Fur. She was in her earlier. Sorry. Softer white. Yeah, like this is a really nice white to me. It's almost cream. It is almost as creamy as that one. Well, maybe it is the same. I don't know. Dye lots are different, so you have to match. Yeah. Mainstay. Oh, that's Mainstay. And I heard Red Heart in the past. I don't know if this is currently still the case, but Red Heart, you have to be really careful with your dye lots. Um, my friend's mom was always really specific, but again, she's been crocheting and using yarn for years, and I think it's, I've never paid attention, but doesn't they say they might now, Chuck, they might say no dye lots now, but I know there was an era where mainstay just like Red Heart, you had to really pay attention to your dye lot. I think even does this, yeah, this is from Dollar Tree. Does this have a dye lot on it? Let me look. Because this is Dollar Tree, they're just cotton. It's a cotton blend. Let me look. Does it have a dye lot? Sure does. Sorry. There you go. Sorry. Yeah. This says it's denim, but it does have a dye lot number. So even the Dollar Tree yarn, you might want to consider that. This was a mill end. This, oh, you can't see what I'm pointing at. This blue is mill end. But yeah, that's mainstay is Walmart, yes. But yeah, there was a time that I believe mainstay was very much like Red Heart, and dye lot mattered. And we all learned that now, that Grandma's Best was when Caron International was its own company in North Carolina. This one is machine or hand wash in cold water. No bleach. It still cracks me up that they say no bleach. Like, why would I bleach that? Why would I bleach that? Now this, I can see why they need to say no bleach. If you're not supposed to bleach the white, don't bleach the white. Let's see if it says no bleach. No bleach, yeah. I get needing to say that with whites, because that's what people typically bleach, right? Okay. I need to have some tea. Well, I'm so glad all of you stopped in. Please come to Camille and I. She had to go do taxi duty. her Uber job for family. Come join us at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central, 6 Mountain, 5 Pacific, and then wherever you are. There is a thing on my life. They don't typically post dye lots anymore. Oh, okay. Interesting. I'm going to address this before I sign off. What Kitty's saying is that the problem is a teaspoon of my measurement is different from the next person's teaspoon. And this is also, I'm going to just, you got your notification on, thank you. They would make dishcloths out of the thread and bleach the towels. Okay. Right, but wouldn't you start with white? I mean, in my opinion, but anyway. But back to this, teaspoon is, one person's teaspoon is not another person's teaspoon. This is why I like European and British recipes better, because they go by weight. It's so much more accurate. That's why one of these, which one was it? One of these only had a weight. Is it this? Nope, that one has yards. Where is it? One of these had a weight on it. And it didn't have, it didn't, is it this one? Yeah. Oh, nope, this has yardage. Well, anyway, one of them had weight on it, and that's, I mean, if you're going by weight, that's so much more accurate. Whether you're talking about a recipe for cooking or you're talking about a recipe for dye, honestly, if you're weighing those ingredients or colors, it's going to be much more accurate. Well, Linda, the only time measuring when you cook matters is actually when you're baking, because baking and chemistry, I am terrible about measuring when I'm cooking. And I'm like, oh, I really like this batch of whatever. Ratatouille is one of the things we make all the time. But could I duplicate that? No. Why? Because I didn't measure anything. But if you're baking, measurement really matters. They would throw them all together in the wash tub or machine. Yeah, right. And I get throwing everything in and bleaching, but like if I'm if I'm making something this color, I'm not bleaching. I understand the company is obligated to say don't bleach. I get it. But I think it's funny or silly or whatever. Making soap. Ah, yes. That makes sense. Making soap, you have to use weights as well. That makes sense because that's chemistry to some degree, right? And that's why baking measurement or weights is better, because it's chemistry and it's more precise. And so yeah, they go with that. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, no, you're right. Okay. I swear that cat comes in and visits me right before I go live, and then I have fur all up in my face. So sorry about that. By the way, Goldie is bald now because somebody claimed her hat. This hat. I took it off her because somebody claimed. Now, again, this hat is really cute on me. It will fit my friend, and it fits me. But I showed her a picture, and she's like, yes, I want that hat, please. Thank you now. So it's real cute on me, but it is way too big. I want to show you. Like, there's like, I could probably put both fists. Here, I'll do it in the front. I can fit both fists in there. It is way too big for me. Again, we've talked about this. I wear a children's size large hat. It's also my loose tension. Yes, we've also discussed that. But anyway, so this has been claimed by my friend, and so she's going to another home. So I might have to make a hat because Goldie's currently bald. I mean, she's always bald. Oh, even Chanelope, I'm going to call her today. You'll see why I call her Chanelope. I got to go around this other side to grab her. She has a hat on, which mysteriously arrived in our home. Ugh. And nobody has claimed it. I can't claim that I made it. You guys tell me, is this knit? Is this crocheted? What is this? This is Chanelope. Or Chanel. I don't know. Looks knit to me, but I don't know. What do you think? It just arrived in our home after one of the adult children had a party in the house. No, it was approved, just to clarify. Oh, hi, Arabella. Missed all this thread that I was showing. And then this cotton yarn from my crochet group. But, Liverpool fan. Oh, yeah, I crochet. Yes, that is what I do. This is something I made. It's an F-bomb if you like that. I made this guy up here. This hat I've got on my head currently, I made that. My husband's also a Liverpool fan, just for the fun of it. Oh, hello, Shelby. Crochet slip stitch. So that is crocheted. That's crocheted. Okay. I couldn't figure it out. I thought it didn't look like a knit stitch, but I couldn't figure it out. So slip stitch, and I've never done that. That uses a ton of yarn, if I'm correct. This definitely somebody made this, right? There's no tag or anything. This is my Chanelope. Yeah, that's somebody made that for sure. But that's why I was like, I thought for sure it was my oldest stepdaughter's, because it was, found it right after. Hi, Laura. Hi, Shelby. Liverpool fan. Yes, I crochet. That's my thing. These are things that are just sitting right here that I've crocheted. This is the cutest. But like I said, when I give this to my friend, I'm going to have to make a replacement. I don't know. Give me thoughts on which Care Bear I should put up there. But yeah, this, even though this hat looks good on me, it is so big on me in the back. But my friend wants it big like that so she has really thick hair so she can put her ponytail in there. But yes, I crochet. That is the main thing I do. But I'm going to be trying micro, and I'm going to be trying, you all said for a garment, use this, make a cardigan with a lacy stitch, and 3, oh, you like the pink Care Bear, Arabella? You want me to make the pink Care Bear? Okay, I'll put that on my list. But, so, oh, hello, Carla. So, cardigan, lacy stitch, 3 or 4 millimeter, make a swatch, see what looks best. With this is very thin. Very thin. Okay. But I'm going to give it a shot. The pink one. What's on the belly of the pink one? Of the pink Care Bear. I have a ton of pink yarn, so I'm good with that. That's fine. I just needed ideas. Because this one was a special request, and I just haven't sent it to her yet because she's in a whole other country, even though her brother lives 3 blocks away from me. Be prepared. Okay. Thank you for the warning, Chuck. That will take me a fair... okay, it's an enjoy the process situation. Thank you. I need that heads up, or I'll feel like I'm doing something wrong. So thank you. Now I'm warned, and I can mentally prepare for that. So, oh, okay, this hat is making me too hot. There's a rainbow on it. So the rainbow one, yes, I will make that one. Yes, thank you. Oh, hello, Camille. We were just talking about this hat has a new home. My friend wants it. I showed her a picture, and she wanted it big. I was showing that how big this is on me, that I can fit both fists under there. But she wanted it big like this so that she can put her ponytail. And she has really thick hair. She can put her ponytail right under there. It's like shaped just right for that. So this is going to a new home. So now Goldie is bald. And Chanelope Chanel was wearing a hat that just arrived at our house many years ago. And I've been trying to figure out whose hat it is. I swore it was my oldest stepdaughter's. It is not. I asked her to ask her friends. It was none of theirs. I don't know where it came from. And yes, I've got to make another hat. Exactly, Camille. And I think Chef Lori has a quick and easy. I think she has a quick and easy hat, so I might have to do that. Just curry. I don't know. Do you think this is a pound? Is this enough for a cardigan? If I do maybe make sure I do the 4 millimeter, the bigger hook. It says it's a pound. It feels like it probably is the full pound or very close to the full pound. You know what? I'm going to have to do that whole thing. I'm going to have to do that process. Oh, I needed to do it anyway, where you make the stitch and you make a swatch and then you calculate how much yarn you'll need for your whole project. I need to do it anyway, Linda, before I really get into it. That's perfect. So that'll be a math lesson to look forward to here in the next month for sure. Yes, okay. I can't say it'll be next week. Probably won't be next week. It'll probably be the week after that. I know some of you already started on your tops for Camille, though. So, I'll try to fit it in this week. I think I only have to babysit once, so my grandchildren, for those of you curious. Have a good day. Yes. It was so nice to see you, Kitty. I loved your history contributions about why on earth this would be called bedspread yarn. But there's a legitimate reason for that. Or bedspread weight. Oh my gosh, this is making me warm. It's too warm here right now. Depending on the size. Yes, okay. I'll make a thread one, but you have to do is figure out what I need. Yes, Yes. I will do that. And just to promote this one last time, and then I'm probably going to go because we're almost to the 2 hour mark. Um, this this is the blanket I'm currently working on. There's Antarctica. This is part of Asia. That's Japan and those islands there. There's Australia, New Zealand, Madagascar, Africa. I just over here added the tip of South America. This is, I did one kind of long lesson, and now I'm breaking it into smaller part lessons. I'm hoping that helps Dorothy, because Dorothy said I managed to kind of lose her. Where is my map? Now I have everything all over this. I had it. There it is. I don't know what I just knocked down, but you know. This is my graph grid. I'm actually further than this indicates. I'm about to do this row, but it starts down here. I'm about to do this row and hit this corner. But there's something I need to film in the process. I'm doing little mini lessons, like trying to. So yeah, I never did pull this apart. Are you talking about this? I have a friend, I showed a picture to her of this, and she wants it. So I mean, again, it looks really cute on. It looks really weird off. But she wants it, so I'll give it to her. Did I decide to keep? Oh, this one. Okay, what I did, Becky, no, I am making a second map for myself. This map, this one, because I was using my favorite yarn, which is Colorama Halo, on the first one. And I was going to do all kinds of topography. There's lots of different yarns on the land masses. So this one's actually being made for a baby that was born a couple weeks early, so I did not finish it in time. Baby's been born. I told them I am working on the blanket. It's just not done. They don't know what blanket they're getting. But I liked the one I started so much. I started over and did a different yarn. I'm also loving this blanket so much. But I like the one I'm going to make for myself a little more. So yes, in a way I'm keeping it. I'm just making it twice, but slightly different. This map blanket is actually for a former student who just had a baby. I think I was her teacher for 2 or maybe even 3 years in a row, which wasn't typical in our school. We had a pretty good sized school. So anyway, so I'm not keeping that one, but I am making my own. I have the Colorama Halo. I hadn't added any land masses yet to the other one, but I still have I have a ton of yarn. I haven't pulled off a bobbin for North America yet, but you can see I have a ton of yarn left of this one. So I'll have that plus the other yarns I'm doing in the different landmass places. But yes, I have to make it for myself. So I'm going to make a second one, but it won't be the same. That one I'm willing to part with, even though I love this lemon meringue colorway. I like the Colorama Halo beeswax more, but it is beautiful, right? And it seems like I should have enough of this blue yarn too, this big twist blue yarn, to do my own as well. Yeah, but yes, I have to make it for myself. That one's not for myself, but I love it so much I have to make one for myself now. But yes, I have really appreciated all your contributions today. And just let me take it off of this. Yes, I'm about to go to, and there's the threads, and there's Camille's. And there's the cotton. And then there's over here, I put that in there already. But that's pretty much see if you're around 6 p.m. Mountain, 7 Central, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, Camille will be live with me on my channel, not a vertical, regular horizontal. So we will hopefully see you there. And thank you all for stopping in and all of your lovely contributions. And oh my gosh, this hat makes me so hot. Anyway, yes, so, but yes, I have to make a map blanket for myself because I love it so much. It might be my favorite design I've ever done. Anyway, see you all later. Thank you. Yes, thank you, Linda. We rely on you so much. I appreciate you all for coming in, and it's just hit the 2 hour mark. So hooray. I appreciate all your advice about the thread as well, because again, I'm brand new to it and I really appreciate it. So thank you all so much. I will see you all later in a couple, what is that, in about 2 hours, a little less than 2 hours. See you later. Thank you all for being here. Bye-bye.